Good afternoon, my family, fellow beginning traders. Welcome back to the the Trader channel. And it is Wednesday the 13th. And it's a daily recap. So basically, today didn't go well. And to be quite honest, I really didn't feel like doing this video. But as I indicated to you before, it's full transparency. There were a couple of things that I did that obviously I should not have done, and it didn't result in a good result. But to no end, I'm going to go over it briefly to show you what took place. Again, with the hopes of being able to show you some things that you don't want to do and you want to stay away from. All right, so as I said before, the video along with, well, the camera along with the actual pulling up the Weeble, there's an issue, and I think maybe it's my memory. I'm not sure. I got to check into it. But until then, I'm going to ask you to hold on a minute, if you don't mind, while I swap it out to get it to work. Okay, so bear with me one moment, and let's see here. Hold on, let me do this here, and we're going to first things first. Gonna do this here, okay. Alrighty, and the second thing we're going to do is this here. Come on, system. Hold on. I apologize, guys. It does what it wants to do. All right, whatever. All right, we're gonna do this. I'm not gonna play games with this thing right now. All right, there we go. Weeble. Hold on, it's coming up. It's moving rather slow. All right, here we go. I got to enter my account information. All right, I think we're there. We're there. Okay, looks good. All right, thank you for your patience, guys. And so, as I look here at my overall win rate is 40. I got 2 wins, 3 losses, excuse me. All right, so this morning I did my typical pull up the market, took a look at the market to see what was the leaders, who were the gainers. There was nothing that really stood out. So as I was looking through these stocks, I looked at OCG, which is Occidental. They did have some news. It looked fairly good, so I said, okay, you know what, let me watch it for a minute, and I decided to invest or jump on board. So what happened was, when I jumped on board, and I jumped on board at 250, and I got basically stomped out. It went up a little bit, and then it dropped right back down, and I indicated that I wanted to do a 2-for-1. I wanted to lose 5 cents and gain 10 cents. So it hit the 5 cents, and I had to sell out. Okay, so that was that one. A little later in the day, I looked at another stock, which was this one here. It's Robo AI, figuring all the hoopla and so forth. And then it also looked fairly decent. It was going, it was traveling nice and steady. It was nothing major to it. It was just a simple flow with it, and which is what I thought was a good thing. It wasn't up and down. It wasn't jumping all over the place. So I thought it was fairly stable, which is why I looked at it and decided to invest in it. All right, so I got in the stock, and I got in the stock twice. Okay, my first time I bought into it was at $2.24. Well, excuse me, words. Okay, $2.24. And then it pulled back on me. I said, oh, here we go again. So this time I decided to buy another share to average down, because I still believed that it had potential to move upwards. So I bought again another one, and at $2.18. So obviously my cost average was a little lower than the $2.24. Then it shot up, and as it shot up, I said, okay, you know, well, it took around, it dilly-dallied back and forth. Finally, I said, you know what, I'm ready to blow out of this. So anyway, I sold one share at $2.23 and the other share at $2.24. So essentially, I ended up really, if I did not have these fees, the fees are here. As you see, $2.02, 2 cents, 2 cents, 2 cents. Those are fees that are paid to the government for the SEC. Whatever, I looked it up, but it's, to me, it's just a way of them to make more money from you. But in any event, I netted 1 cent. Okay, so all in all, my day was pretty flat. I got a 5 cents loss and then a 5 and a 1 cent gain. So the total of the two was a net 4. All right, so there was nothing major happen. It just, that's how it worked out. Unfortunately, I worked out on the opposite side for me. So in recap, I'm going to stick with what the process is. I'm not going to change. I'm not going to deviate. Okay? And my game plan is, once I'm able to continue to okay, so my game plan is to continue to follow the process. I'm not going to deviate from the process. I'm just going to try to be more vigilant and sticking with the process as opposed to coming off script. All right, so hopefully going forward, I can do some things that's going to make it worthwhile as far as you joining the channel. Because again, what I want to do really is I want you to see firsthand somebody who is not a guru, somebody who's just an average Joe, can actually take what's out there and really make money with it. And then also, like I said, I got to add to my retirement. So I don't have an option other than, yeah, I mean, there's a few options, but anyway, at the end of the day, I have to do it. So there is no backing down. So again, hopefully you will learn something as we go on. I know the last few days hasn't been really good as far as you learning anything that benefited you. But again, I still need you to, if you're with me, to at least, subscribe, tap the notification button to be notified, but also let other people know. I mean, because again, I'm open to ideas, I'm open to suggestions. I mean, this is my community, and hopefully we can make this thing grow. So again, I appreciate you taking the time. I know your time is definitely valuable, but as I always say, I'm not going to talk about it, I'm gonna be about it, and that's my ultimate goal, and I want you to be a part of that with me. Okay, so you have a good day now. Talk to you soon. Bye.